Hello everyone. Good evening, India. Namaste, Bharat. My name is Sunil. Come from a very humble background from Bhilwara, Rajasthan. But before I begin, let me wish every Indian across the globe once again a very happy Independence Day. Today or this year, we already entered into the 80th Independence Day for India. And what I have been noticing that when you total India, it also aids to the eight. So we as a noble people, we keep trying to find some kind of an opportunity to connect that how the year will look like, right? We believe in a lot of those aspects. So it connects well. Hopefully, the coming year brings a more opportunities, better happiness aspect for all of Indians across the world. Coming back to today's webinar, we'll be talking about my own journey. So we have been here for 15 plus years, then little more about Dubai and mainly on why part. What's happening in last 5, 6, 7 months kind of a scenario and how it's going to evolve in next few decades and few quarters. So for you to compare. And most importantly, the last 15-20 minutes, which is my favorite session, it's about the live question and answer. Yeah. So that's the structure part. In that last scenario, we'll also have our sales and marketing director joining us so that you can get an in-depth input on a lot of those practical issues. Coming back about myself, like I said, my name is Sunil Shipa. Have been in this wonderful part of the world for last 15 plus years with family. I still remember the June 2011. This is the time when we came. I started here as in corporate journey, but let me take you back a little bit about my background. So I belong to a textile city called Bhilwara in Rajasthan. I done my schooling from there. For my engineering, I went to Udaipur, and that's where I graduated. Then I started my corporate journey through the campus placement with Amul in Gujarat. So it was around 5 years of journey in Gujarat itself with Amul. But then I got an opportunity with Reliance Industries in Jamnagar. And within Reliance, I also moved to their Mumbai corporate office, RCP, Reliance Corporate Park. So that was the journey with Reliance for around 3.5, 4 years. And then in Mumbai itself, I worked for around 4 plus years with Tata Chemicals. So that was Mumbai experience of around 5 years and 5 years in Gujarat. And then I got an opportunity to work with one of the FMCG setup in Dubai. So it's been around 11 plus years. The first 11 years I worked into corporates. For last 4 plus years into the real estate. So that's about me. Obviously, when I came here in 2011, after 2 months of my stay, I got a sponsorship for my family. So uh, my daughter, who was of 1 year old, she also joined along with my wife Renu. And today, my daughter Tara, who was 1 year old, now she's 16 year old. Our son Shaurya got born here. He's now 11 years old. So that's a small thing about us. What I have realized in real estate in last 4.5 years, and when I work with corporates, one thing was very common is customer centricity. Yeah, do you think about customer or you think about yourself? Yeah, because I keep telling that in the ecosystem of real estate, there are three main parties. One, the developer. Like in case of India, you have Godrej, DLF, Tata Group, and obviously a lot more in respective cities. Second ecosystem is the agencies or real estate partners who help you to decide those things. And third, you. So in that ecosystem, yeah, do you think only the developer wins, or only the agency wins, or the customer wins? Yeah. So until those three ecosystems are enabled and verified, things will not become a sustainable. And that's where I bring all the journey of my corporate experience. I keep telling people on a little warmer or lighter note that nobody hired me other than HR. So yes, I worked in human resources for 16, 17 years, and my initial 1 to 2 years were into the engineering and quality management as a domain. So that's a little brief. Coming back, you have this happy Independence Day kind of and things. We had a good time yesterday in our office when we celebrated with everyone. Now, when I take you to the journey about beyond me, but before that, let me summarize our experience of being 15 years plus time in Dubai with family. And if I summarize in one line, a lot of questions keeps coming that Sunil Bhai, how's your experience? Yeah, though we are into sales or real estate or corporate or whatever you tell us. In one line, if I tell Dubai is not a best place. Yes, Dubai is not a best place. It's a blessed place. And there is a difference, BEST and BLESSED. So what is the difference between best and blessed? So when I come from HR and corporate background, we keep talking about the tangible and intangible benefits. So when you combine, till now, I'm around 44, 45 years of age. I must have visited around 25 plus countries. Recently, for 10 days, we were in Europe, if you have seen some of those videos. Why I say it's a blessed place? In last 15 years, there has been no electricity and water cut for 15 seconds. On the infrastructural part, if you see the roads and those kind of elements, these are rated as a number one in terms of the qualitative aspect. Yeah. The all the and when I go back to my country or maybe all the other countries, what I realize is for 15 to 20% of your quality time on daily basis is taken care to manage those life essentials. Yeah. Sometimes it's about the gas connection, sometimes it's about water overflowing on the road, or the animals are there on the road. Whatever I say, it's not about demeaning anyone. What I'm saying is the government, how they see that, guys, you are here in this country to create a win-win. And so that's how they have a commitment of 7 minutes for all the emergency services. Wherever you are, whether you talk about the medical or fire or any emergency services, police including, 7 minutes. That's a maximum thing. Yeah? Within the 7 minutes, the people and the support system will be there with you to take care of you. So that's the country. And then this is the place. Though when I came here, I still remember in 2011, the first half of the year, when I got an offer letter, I did not have a passport. I come from Rajasthan, and for Rajasthan, yeah, we keep saying that dal bati churma is the specialty. And interestingly, we all team member today. 30 minutes ago, we just had dal bati churma in our office here in Dubai Shore Real Estate. So I did not have a passport. And in 2011, you had a thought process about Tatkal passport scheme. I got it done, joined here, and then rest is. So in one line, it's a best and blessed place. So that's the kind of transition you need to see. And whenever I interacted with my clients, whether they are an end user, working in corporates or business houses or people, one thing they keep saying is, Sunil, Dubai is a land of opportunity. Whoever has come in and worked hard, obviously the worked hard part I'll re-emphasize, Dubai has given them multi-fold. So this is the live experience about me. You can go on my LinkedIn profile, you can see the journey, and it's been the blessed journey here. Coming back, now let's talk a little bit about the perspectives and what we are building it together. Why we have kept the name as Shore Real Estate. Like I said, I come from corporate background, and we always felt that it's the closing of the deal is not the closing the journey, it's the beginning of the journey, and that's where we define Shore Real Estate. So S is about service excellence, U is about understanding you. And I tell a lot to my team. So fortunately, we are around 25-member team, including sales, marketing, and operations. I tell to people that, guys, understanding the client or investor is very, very important. That what's the purpose? Are they buying it for investment purpose? Are they buying it for end use purpose? Because for both of them, there can be separate tracks and opportunities. Are we all come from Asian background for respectful relationships? And E, very, very important, is exceptional integrity. So that's the Shore Real Estate for you. And if you see on our Google reviews or whatever, our 91% of the clients are repeat or referral clients. So that's an honor we carry, and it comes with the accountability and responsibility to take care of your purpose and your preference and your plans. Yeah. As we move to next, UAE, we all know, yeah, that they are known as the world's number one when it comes to the returns part, and those are the verified figures which will say that how the global investors are preferring. So if you combine the total investment size, what's coming in UAE and then other countries. So UAE is, if you see, it's a very, very small place. I come from Rajasthan. So Rajasthan state itself is a maybe 5 times of geographical spread than UAE. Yeah. And then Dubai is a small city, right? It's a small district. Even it's a smaller than Bhilwara from where I come from. But then see the mark, see the presence it has created across the world. And I'll tell you the live example. I was in Brazil some years ago. I told people that I'm staying in Dubai. Everybody knew Dubai. But when I told that Abu Dhabi is the capital and the Sharjah is the place also, nobody knew that. So this is the vision this Dubai carry, and then the efforts have gone through. And obviously, I'm sure if some of you have read those biography of Sheikh Mohammed, you would understand what this man has really envisaged and put in the hard work to create whatever we are exploring and enjoying today. Yeah. So Dubai doesn't depend on one economy, and that's a beauty they have realized, I think, a decade ago. Everything, the entire Gulf used to be known as an oil, yeah? And that's where they have shifted a lot of focus to trading, to tourism, and now they are talking about making it education hub and so on and so forth. And I'll tell you a small example. In case of India, you talk about IIT, so IIT is here. You talk about IIM, IIM is here. Yeah, and obviously the Amitis and the BITS Pilani to IMT Ghaziabad to Manipal and so many of those good organizations and institutions are here. Oxford, they announced to open the first campus outside of UK that is coming to UAE. So see the pull factor and see the belief in UAE that Oxford, who doesn't have campus anywhere outside of the UK, they are coming and talking about UAE as a future. So that's the place, that's a pull factor, and that's a future. Yeah. And when you see the slide, yeah, like we were in Europe, yeah, I have also made a small reel that okay, the hill station and those elements are okay in Europe, but the charm, the smartness, the wow factor, and then the speed. When we landed from Europe a week ago in Dubai, you have 20 plus immigration counters. On every counter that line there starts, you have 20 people to support you. So, and one of our persons said, sorry, see, this is the business class welcome. So this is what Dubai, they are really ahead, and that's where all the money to all those investments are coming to Dubai. Yeah. Mm. So now I'm sure you also are thinking about Sunil, whatever those things are happening in last 4, 5, 6 months about the conflict and regional aspects. Yeah. But the mature investors are taking this as an opportunity. And what's happening, and these are some of the examples in 2000 days when Lehman Brothers and Nomura crisis happened, 2012 became a comeback. Yeah. So the people look for those kind of an opportunity, and I'll tell you the reality, what's happening until January. Yeah, let me again complete this part. So until January, 70% of investment was coming from outside of Dubai. 70%, 70. And imagine about a city or place from wherever you are joining the webinar today, whether you are in Mumbai or Noida or Bangalore or Kolkata or wherever. If in your city 70% real estate investment comes from outside of your city, which means something magic is happening in your city, right? So what are those ingredients? Who is the cook and what kind of recipe they have created, wherein they are able to attract 70% of investment from outside. Something magic is happening, and that's what we keep talking about. And what's happening? So that was until January. Yeah. Because of this conflict, whatever has happened, now the residents who have been here, yeah, so the people, they are having two kind of responses. The people who are in UAE or Dubai for last 3, 4, 5 years, and the people who are have been in Dubai for 5 plus years, both are having different kind of response. People who have been here for 5 plus years, they know Sunil, it's an opportunity. Let's find some value deal. Yeah, because they have seen the journey of up and down, and wherever those things happened, they took it as an opportunity and made for most of out of them. Yeah. The people who have recently joined or shifted to Dubai in 1, 2, 3, 4 years, they are also believing because they have seen the test of the town, but they are a little bit cautious. They are into wait and watch mode. So what has happened in last 5, 6 months is the investment from residents has increased. Obviously, the overseas people, when they see the news, which is obviously not that correct, they show to attract people's attention. Yeah, we have been here. We are seeing on the daily basis, it's a completely normal life. People are coming back, investments are growing to the great aspects. Yeah. 2 days before the data I'll show you. So I have an investor or our client who owns the maintenance the operations aspect of the Marriott and Hilton brand, and he has shown me the live their occupancy status for the last week. It was 92% occupancy for Hilton and 78% occupancy for Marriott. And in Dubai, July, August is considered as a summer time when a lot of people go out because these are the school holidays. So, guys, if you have this kind of occupancy, and the important data is it's a higher than of last year. So, what I'm trying to tell you is the people who are here, if they are investing, so if, for example, if you are staying in Kolkata and if you believe and you are investing for whatever has happened in Kolkata, which means I cannot give any real time bigger data than this. And for us as a Shore Real Estate, a month ago, if you have seen our socials, we ourselves have invested into an office space in one of the projects. So this is the belief we have, and this is what we are here to bridge that gap, because wherever you are sitting, you must be seeing the Dubai little differently, and that's what we thought. Let's connect with people. Obviously, it's our monthly webinar we do for all, because whatever you are seeing Dubai, good or not so good of it these days, there is still some practicalities, because like they say, there is always a difference between real and real aspect. So that's where we'll also cover a lot more whatever you want to say. But before that, we'll talk about how and what are those opportunities exist. Yeah. This is what we discussed. The world paused. It's about the COVID scenario. Dubai accelerated. Yeah. 5-star treatment to everyone, and then the way market has responded, investor has responded. We keep talking about the numbers. In the last year, 2025, the millennials, the highest number of millennials who has relocated to any place in the world, Dubai is number one place. So this is the magnet. This is the magic Dubai is creating. I don't need to tell you what's happening here. You have Ferrari World. Your Disneyland is coming up. Here, Warner Brothers is here already. Ferrari World is here. Lot more magic is, guys, going to happen. And for Indians, basically, whether you are outside of India, sitting in Sweden to US to UK, this country which holds 40% of Indian population. Yeah, Indian is the Hindi is widely spoken language. 60 plus Indian schools. Yeah. What more you want? Yeah, 2.5 to 3 hours of travel time, 1.5 hour of time difference. Currency is comfortable. It's pegged against the dollars. From every perspective, every celebrations, every festival is celebrated to the great extent. You will see Holi and Deepavali. I can see better than Indian aspect. Burj Khalifa, the regional leadership respects you and they are humbly accepting you as a big part of their journey. I think no place can be better than for Indians from all the logistical and real time aspects. Yeah. Now let's talk about some of the numbers. This is the journey if you see from 2008 to 2025, and if you see the Q2 2026 data, it still shows you the high kind of an confidence from the residents. Yeah. So like I said, 70% were outsiders, 30% were residents. This ratio was almost 60% residents and 40% outsider people, because they were thinking Dubai differently. But that's what I wanted to highlight here, that whenever tough time happened, Dubai got an advantage across the world as well, and within Dubai as well. Across the world, whenever you talk about India, Pakistan, to China, Hong Kong, to Russia, Ukraine, to whatever issues between all other Arab countries or European places, Dubai has been benefited. Yeah, and that's what leadership believe in, creating win-win, and these are some of the real-time data. Yeah. So in first half, if local residents have invested more, which means that's the guy, something different things are happening here in Dubai. Coming back to D33 agenda, which means it's about 2033. Rulers thought we do not wait for the future, we create it. And if you see the journey of last 3-4 decades, you will really believe it. And last 20 plus years has been phenomenal in terms of whatever magic got created here. Which this is the goal. Yeah, 1 trillion transaction by 2033. This is about real estate transaction, and they have achieved 917 billion by end of 2025. So this is the power world is believing in this place. Yeah. Let's talk on some of the number elements. India and Dubai, how they differentiate, whether about rental income tax to capital gain tax to property tax or income tax. Everything is zero. You only have a VAT, which is 5%. That too got started around 2.5, 3 years ago. They also have a corporate tax on the business houses. Yeah. On your profit, it's a 9%. That too started a year ago, but it's nothing. And that too for the businesses who wants $100,000 and above kind of business, they comes into the parlance. So for residents, all your income, like when I came into the corporate and whatever my salary was, and when I compared from my Indian counterpart, it was 3 times when I shifted from India to Dubai. But the beauty was whatever you were getting here, 100% that it comes to you, and that continues. Because why Dubai will continue for such kind of an environment, because they operate with 90% of the people who are expats, and to attract to continue being and keeping them, obviously they will keep having such kind of a win-win framework, and that's what we all are enjoying here. So why not? Yeah. Like people ask me that, Sunil, why Dubai when we can have lot more such kind of an returns even in India? So absolutely right. When you invest in land piece or land parcels in India, it can give you higher returns, yeah, on the capital gain part. Yeah. But then why people come to Dubai? And I'll take back you to the thought I said, tangible and intangible. Yeah. Dubai, not only people come here for tangible, mathematical, financial returns, but all other parameters. See, my daughter plays cricket with UAE cricket team of under 17. So think about this. If I would have continued in India or any part of the world, yeah, see the opportunity and exposure they get. She has met Dhoni, she has met, yeah, uh, Mr. Virat Kohli and so many players. Um, Obviously, so what I'm trying to tell that when you get the best in class infrastructure for your family, you get best in class exposure. You have everything whatever you need on your doorstep. You are part of the place which is going to be the world's best, world's largest, world's tallest, and world's best thing in the periphery. Why not? And it's 2.5 to 3 hours away. And I'll tell you the real time thing. My younger brother Anil, he used to stay in Pune. When he starts from Pune to come to Jaipur by flight and then to Bilwara by road, I will reach little early than him, and that's what my mother used to do. That Sunil and Anil, yeah, you both start at same time, but Sunil comes before. So that is Dubai. Even in India, if you travel from maybe Jammu to some part of Chennai or even Delhi to Chennai or Bangalore, flight still take 2.5 hours. For us, it takes 2 hours 40 minutes from Dubai to Jaipur, and we got 4 daily flights. So that's the connectivity, that's a platform it offers for India, in addition to a lot of mathematical parameters. Yeah. So people come to Dubai not only from financial gain point of view, obviously that's also very, very good, but a lot other parameters. So it's a complete package for you. And these are some of the numbers on the rental yield. Yeah. 6 to 10% depending on the short term to long term lease you give from residential and commercial sector. This is a small example on the mathematics part, the property value, so how the overall yields get compared. So it's a no-brainer. And that's the reason if you see Indians have been number one investor for last 9+ years in Dubai. So I'm sure they are seeing some value. And the people who invest, obviously, they do a lot of due diligence. So if they have done the due diligence, they have shortlisted Dubai as a place for their next generation, then why not we? Now, three major government decisions that could reshape. Yeah. Not opinions, not speculation. These are the real moves and decisions announced from government of Dubai. Yeah. The first is investor visa will change. So see, this is what I enjoy and like about Dubai as a governance. They don't act as a rulership kind of an or government kind of an scenario. They act as a business. Whatever is good for business, for its employees mean the residents. Every 3 months, we get the surveilling that guys suggest us how we can make UAE is a better place. So, and then the change speed can be so fast. Whatever decisions you need to bring in to make it even a better place, they can be implemented very, very quickly. And one of the decision was the visa barrier, which was there about the 2 years visa, that is gone. Yeah. Which means they want, because now there is a little bit of different news and they may see Dubai from different regions. They said, okay, we respect your thought process, but then this is what Dubai is ready to offer and provide it to you. So this barrier, which was there earlier, 750,000, it's gone now. Minimum 400,000 dirham of property, and you qualify for investor visa. Yeah, and obviously you can sponsor your spouse or children. So that was one of the decisions. Second, the Gold Line Metro project, yes, is 34 billion, approximately $10 billion metro route got announced. Obviously, Dubai has a metro since 2009, before when I came, but then now they are connecting the entire Dubai, and this is the Gold Line they have announced. The beauty here is, if they announce that project will get completed in 3 years, it gets completed in 2 years, 11 months. So that's the beauty. If the bridge, the construction of bridge doesn't have timelines of 3, 4, 5 years. Here they have maximum timeline is 12 months. And this is what we keep enjoying about Dubai, that the place from where if you have the bridge, will take maybe 3, 4, 5 years. One government change, another government change. Here it's a 12 months maximum. On an average, 6 to 7, 8, 9 months, one bridge gets completed, and that's what, if you know any of your friends and connects or whatever I've been telling, when you discuss with them, and they'll also echo the same thing, that yes, this is the speed, 24-hour works, because they know that what inconvenience it will be caused when they are constructing something new. Yeah. So whenever you or whatever you talk about in daily life and exposure and returns, you will not find a better place on earth than Dubai. UAE is now economically more independent. You must have heard the decision to exit OPEC, which means they decide what to produce, what to export, and what to manage. Yeah. So that's a big decision have happened. Obviously, Etihad rail passenger service launch. UAE used to be on the Gulf and oil and those kind of things, so they did not need to have the interconnection of the different Emirates. So now with this, so they are talking a lot about the infrastructure, lot about the connectivity, and lot about those elements. So which will even provide more agility to this part of the world. Yeah. This is what little bit updates, and a lot of people think about Dubai. They also get excited about the golden visa. So we as a family got golden visa 5 years ago, but it's very simple. From the real estate perspective, your investment needs to have a cap of 2 million dirham of property value. Now, the beauty here is, so the secret here is you don't need to invest 2 million, which means around 5 CR on day one. Your property price needs to be 2 million dirham. And even if the booking amount is 5 or 10%, which means 200,000, if it's a 10% you invested, you can multiply with 26 or 27 so that it gives you value. So if you invest 10%, and then there is 4%, which are the registration charges. We call it DLD, Dubai Land Department charges. So 14% you pay. In case of India, the registration charge may vary 6, 7, 8%. In case of India, I think you pay once the property gets completed. Here we pay initially when you book the property. So suppose if the booking value may vary 5 or 10%, let's take 10% as an example. So 10 plus 4% registration charges, you pay 14%. So 2 million, 14% is 2.8 million, 280,000. Once you pay 14%, you book the property, you sign the SPA, sell and purchase agreement, and in 3 to 4 weeks, you get a pre-title deed. Everything is digitized. And I keep telling to people that you don't need to be present in UAE or Dubai to buy or sell the property. We have a client sitting across Malaysia to UK to US, Canada, India even. They don't need to come in here. We have reached to a now level of understanding with them that Sunil bhai, this is the money coming to you. You decide. Because they know that I only need to sell them. So I know that what time on what kind of property and what kind of project, because I will not buy a property which I cannot sell. Yeah, so that's a kind of confidence. But coming back to golden visa, from the buying date of paying booking and the DLD, and then in a 1 month time you get your title deed. you will be able to see on your mobile application the title deed. Once you have the title deed, you can come to Dubai next day. It takes 5 working days to get your golden visa because it involves the medical and then the eye and retina scan and those elements. Once you get for yourself, your family can be sponsored again for 10 plus 10 years. Yeah. Family mean it's a tree system. You can sponsor your parents, you can sponsor your spouse and kids. Yeah. So that is the kind of an eligibility aspect. Here, the small thing, lot of people ask me that, Sunil, if I want to, so we two brothers are there, we are married. Can I sponsor my brother as well? So no, it's a one vertical tree system. If you also want to sponsor your brother, which means the property value should be 4 million dirham. Again, I'll say you don't need to invest 4 million. Value of the property should be 4 million. Yeah, and then 2 million will be, and if you want to take his joint name, it will be counted 2 million for you, 2 million for your brother. If you are taking in your spouse and your name, it will be counted half half. Yeah, it's a lot of so a lot of those aspects come into the picture, but I'm sure you'll have a lot of questions at the time, so we'll also connect in accordingly. Golden visa updates. Obviously, we have discussed the family sponsorship, no minimum sales required, and a lot of those elements. So the summary is from the moment you buy in 1 month of time, you can get your golden visa done. We do end-to-end support for you, and it's valid for 10 years. It's connected to the visa. So in case you sell it, you will need to connect it to another property. So some of those elements are there, but we can discuss specifically on it. Yeah. Now, people ask that, Sunil, yes, we know this, but suggest us which are those areas or opportunities. So Dubai South, I'm sure you all have heard about the world's largest international airport. So this is the place, and across the world, if you see, wherever the airport and those infrastructure have come in, that area has grown up. So Dubai South, we cannot ignore. Second, Al Furjan, where I stay. I have invested for myself. We have bought a townhouse with Nakhil community. This area, if you see, and I'll tell you the name of the project, Muruj Al Furjan, MUROOJ. If you do the research, this is the project which has given 300% plus returns in last 4 years. Again, so this is the area we are talking. I stay there. Our initial office, the small office was there. Now it's around 1800 square feet in there on Sheikh Zayed Road. The Maidan. This is the area wherein it's still close to the downtown, and you can see the Burj Khalifa into the picture. So that is also one of the hotspot. Dubai Land is the area wherein, like we keep saying that this is not for today, but for the next 3, 4, 5 years, what is that area? So Dubai Land has a lot of potential, and the price factors are a little low. Yeah, so that's the kind of area we can explore. And then the last one we will say is the Maritime City. So it is still within the center of the city, but they are exploring the water side of the developments. Little expensive. So Maidan and Maritime is little expensive, but Dubai South, Dubai Land, and Al Furjan is also the place. So depending on your plan, your budget, we can explore it. But these are 5 areas to for surely explore. Yeah. Now some of those numbers. The sales value, obviously, 201 billion, 20% YOY decline. But for me, it is still a success story and belief on Dubai that if whatever has happened for 4 months, March, April, May, June, yeah, and even the July, even after that, if it only declines the number, then I think it's still a success story. It is still a positive and hopeful growth that people still believe in. And then the important part to note here is that the more contribution has come from the residents who are staying in Dubai, which means they have seen this as what are the lower prices or opportunities or flexibility in payment plan. They have seen it as an opportunity. So how I will see this is my lens. Yeah? Sales volume, obviously the connected things, price per square feet, it has increased. Obviously, it should have increased a lot more, but because of the situation. So when you see all the numbers with a reference of the current situation, you will still see that yes, Sunil, then it's something is positive is still happening. Yeah. Understanding the payment plan. So what I keep telling to people that there are 2 ways of investing in Dubai. One set of people, and if I give you the distribution, 70% of people invest into the under construction new launches. Yeah. And 30% people invest in the ready properties. And why they do, let's spend some time on this. So under construction, new launches, 70% investment happens. The reason is very simple. It needs lower investment. Yeah, because every of the new launches are under payment plans. The payment plan are typically 50-50, 60-40, 40-60, some 80-20, 20-80, and those things. Yeah, which means, suppose if it's a 50-50 plan, which means the first word 50 you will need to pay during the construction timeline, which is typically the 3 years. Yeah. So what happens here under construction is you pay in installments. So you are not, so suppose it's a 1 CR property, and if it's under 50-50 plan, which means you need to pay only 50 lakhs. But the beauty is 50 lakhs will go also in 3 years of construction timeline. Yeah. 50 lakhs in 3 years, which means around it may be like 20 lakhs, then 20 lakhs and 10 lakhs. Yeah, some of those elements. So that's the beauty. Your payment is very structured. The usual frequency is 4, 5, 6 months. Every 4, 5, 6 months, you pay that installment. So why people invest? Because initial investment is low, the risk is low, and high returns. And I'll tell you how. Suppose if you buy a property of 1 CR in new launch, and in 3 years, if it reaches to 1.3 million, what did you pay? You paid 50 lakhs only because payment plan was 50. What the price got increased? 30 lakhs from 1 to 1.3 CR. So your return is 30 lakhs or investment of 50 lakhs. So 60% return. And what you do at the end, when the handover comes, when the last 50% is required, you sell it. And this is where the end user comes in, because in Dubai, the mortgage or the home loan happens only on the ready properties. So what happens is a lot of the ready buyer who wanted to buy but they did not have a lot more money, they take help of bank loan. So typically the investor exit at the time of handover. So for them, investment was 50 lakhs, return is 30 lakhs, 60%, they reinvest some of those things. So 70% people invest in new launches under construction, and I'll repeat, low investment, higher return, and very less risk. 30% of the people who invest in ready property, obviously, like I said, the end users who would want the ready property, but from investment point of view, the people who want to park their money. Sunil, for me, the purpose is whatever returns you get me, the rental returns. Suppose it's a 1 CR, then 1 CR needs to be paid because it's a ready property. And how much is the rental return? Around 6%. But they are happy of getting 6 lakhs yearly. They are happy with that because their purpose was to park them. So whatever is your purpose, that's what we call in you, as understanding you, your purpose, that's where defines our track, and then we give you those options. Yeah. Obviously, in some development, they bring it post handover plan or monthly payment plan and so on and so forth. Yeah. So this is what we discussed about off plan and ready properties. The next two columns are important for you to understand that, Sunil, whatever you are saying, all these are rosy things. Yeah, but what are those issues may be possible? So here, and I tell it very, very confidently that the RERA, obviously, I'll give my example. When I was in Noida for a small period of time, I have invested in a property sector 48. The developer name is 3C Lotus. At the time in 2014, it was a good name. They have delivered 3-4 projects. It was a sport city Noida authority brought, and so they launched. I brought a 3-bedroom apartment for 91 lakhs. I have paid 50 lakhs plus amount till now. It's been now 12 plus years. We did not get a possession. Obviously, the lot of those due diligence, legal cases are happening with the developer. And now we hear that Purvanchal, one of the NCR developer, has taken over that project, and they will. But so RERA took for us 12 plus years, and we are still being told that it will take 2 more plus years. But here, the developers are given only 6 to 12 months as a maximum timelines to hand over, if including the delay. They cannot delay more than 6 to 12 months. After that, the penalty starts. So RERA here is very, very strict. On quarterly basis, they visit the developer, the project, they publish the online pictures with the percentage completion. So if developer said 50% to be completed by Q3 26, what is the completion rate? So 49 or 51%. So with pictures, percentage completions needs to be there on quarterly basis. The DLD is a body which is about Dubai Land Department. Any of the issues of the buyer and seller and lot of those complexities of the transactions, it's managed by them. And here you get an SMS if there are any dispute. You get a message in 24 hours. You need to be there. 48 hours. You need to conclude this. So hourly basis. So that's what the belief is. 100% transparency. Sometimes I hear from my counterparts that this plot got sold to 2 people, this apartment got sold to 5 people. Here it's not possible at all because your title deed is it's a barcoded number and it cannot go wrong. Yeah. So 100% digitized information. You don't need to come here to buy and sell. You see everything on the government mobile application, your title deed, who was the previous owner, who is the new owner, the size, the price, yeah. And the most importantly, the website which says that the current updates. So I'll ask my team to send you that the website detail. So one is the DXP Interact, wherein you can see the transactions of what is the sale price and buy price, and then the project completion percentage. Yeah. So it's there for everyone across the world to know what your property you have bought it, at which price it was bought, it was sold, and complete trail online available for everyone. You can see the unit number. Obviously, you cannot see that is it about Sunil or Anil and who has. This is just to connect and confidentiality aspect. So that's on the consumer protection and DLD aspect. The last again is very important for the investor point of view. The escrow rules. Sometimes people question me that Sunil, what if we invest into under construction and a developer stops? Like I keep saying that in Dubai, the thought process is if Dubai's project get delayed, Dubai government believe that it's a dent on their brand name. So the escrow rule is very, very tough here. The first 30% of payment which you make as an investor. So suppose payment plan is 50-50. First 30% which you pay, it doesn't go to the developer. Developer is putting their own money and constructing it. Once you pay 40%, so the 10% is released to the developer. Once you pay 50%, 28% is released to the developer, which means developer is putting their initial money and building it. And when they will get the money, at the end of the project completion, developer will appoint RERA inspection. RERA visits, delivered as per the initial spec submitted. They'll give you the BCC, Building Completion Certificate. At that time, the banks are allowed to release that amount of 30% to the developer. And when it happens, when you release and hand over the unit to the owner. So it's unit specific. So government goes through so much of detail to ensure that whatever money you are submitting, if there is no progress, you as an owner or buyer can claim to the government that they are not progressing and that money will come back to you. So DLP, the DLP is defect liability period. So 12 months from the date, the government mandates developer to take care of what are the defects and problems they have. So developer needs to correct it, and RERA penalties, very, very high penalties for a lot of the deviations comes into the picture. Yeah. Will Dubai property prices soften? See, it happens across. It's a general scenario. Suppose let's take an example of Mumbai. Suppose flood have happened. In some area where the flood got affected, for example, Navi Mumbai. Yeah. I stayed in Navi Mumbai while being with Reliance and on that Thane Belapur Road, Gansoli and those areas. If flood is affected, that area price may soften. Yeah, there are some areas which are still growing for whatever different reasons. So Dubai is also experiencing the same thing. Yeah. Outstanding performance. So the area where I stay currently, Jabal Ali village and then Furjan and all, this is growing very high. There are some areas which is stabilized or degrowing. Yeah. So whenever you invest into Dubai, I'll tell you the secret formula which I use for my all the customers and clients. So let's move to next slide. Let me tell them that what the formula. Okay, this is the example. Let's go to side back. Very simple formula. Whenever you buy a property or invest in Dubai, just focus first on the developer. Yeah? And that is why the show real estate works only with top 20 developers. So developer is very, very important, and this is one of the example. Then within the developer, for example, in case of India, DLF, Godrej, Tata Group. So that's the developer we are talking about. Then the project. But here, like all the projects of Godrej or Tata or DLF may not serve the purpose you have, which means the project also is very, very important. Yeah. So you need somebody who works in your interest from real estate agencies, yeah, who guide you on that. So you need to wear that. So first is developer, second is project, third is the location itself. Yeah. And then obviously the little finer details of the unit, the size, payment plan, price. everything needs to align, then it becomes a great recipe. That is what we need to say. So, for example, you are preparing chai. Yeah. So, I'm a teetotaler, so it's my favorite thing. So, it needs a proper amount of milk, water, ginger, sugar, tea leaves, whatever is needed. So, that's a combination. So everything needs to be perfect. Then it becomes a great recipe. And let me tell you why, irrespective you go through the any of your investment property buy, take a help of real estate agencies, and I'll tell you why. If you go to a developer like Godrej or Tata, this is just as an example, they'll tell you only good things about that particular developer or their project. If you go to Godrej, they'll say, okay, these are 5 projects, these are the good things. And if you are nearby Tata's or DLF project, they may not say good thing about them. Yeah. But when you come to an agency like us, because we work with all, we'll tell you that, okay, what's your purpose, what's the budget, what's the timelines, what when you want to resell. Yeah. Okay, with that kind of a mix, these are 3 developers, 5 projects, and this is to our choice. Yeah. So we act as like your representation in that aspects, yeah. And that's where, and then the beauty here is when you buy a off plan or under construction project, our agency fees is taken care by the developer, so we don't charge you anything. Yeah. So for buying an under construction new launches, we are taken care from the developer, but we represent your case and get you the best of the breed, meeting or aligning with your purpose. Yeah. In case of resale, the 2% agency fees needs to be charged. Yeah, and that is to be paid by the buyer in case of Dubai. So these are 2 types of transactions, and that is where 99% of transaction which happens in Dubai, everybody goes through the real estate agencies. Just choose the agency who works in your interest, and that's what I said. How Sure Real Estate helps you. Yeah. First, keeping you as a center of your investment, not us. That how much money we make. Yeah, that's you. And I'll tell you a real example. We had a Mr. Gupta coming from Delhi. He said, Sunil, I have seen a video of plotting cinema in social media. I'll buy this, but I know I have given your name that you will not suggest me over that project, but help me. एक project मुझे मेरी choice का लेने दे. That's what his commitment. Uh, Ultimately, I said no, but he insisted. We bought it after 6 months. After 6 months, we needed to sell it back, and he came back. And then he's an investor with us now for last 3+ years. I manage around his 45 million of portfolio in Dubai, around 100 CR. So we take the pride, and that's what we say the Sure Real Estate. Sure means trust. Yeah? And obviously, as my 18 years of corporate journey, for us, customer is always first. Yeah? So we not only tells you that what to buy, but we handle the entire journey of the documentation. You don't need to manage here the financial inflow part, lot of taxation and legal elements, including the selling and renting it your property. So it's an entire journey. Our journey starts when we close the deal. It's not closes when we have done the deal for you. So that's the thought process we have. So it's entire accountability and being with you through every step. And that's what Sure differentiate from all other real estate agencies. Yeah. The example which my team wanted to bring it here, and they always feel pride that those 2 projects which we have said in the last slide, Muruj and Jabal Ali Village, those were the real examples. It has given 300 and 100% of the returns in those durations. So the importance is developer, project, location, and some of the final details about the unit and payment plan and price. Yeah. Now, how the 2026, the rest of 4-5 months going to look like? Effort level, transaction, market, and some of the timelines. What we see is, if you see the transaction of last 2 months and last 15 days, they're already upward trend, which means people are back. That now Dubai is, yeah, they are seeing it as an opportunity. They want to come back. So things are already positive. Those whoever is looking to invest, I'll tell them that this is the right time, because a lot of developers are showing flexibility in terms of payment plan and the prices as well. So let's take this as an opportunity. July, August, September, whatever time you feel, whenever you are ready, our team, a dedicated team member will reach out to you, and we'll have one-to-one conversations. We'll understand the same framework, and we'll do the working for you. Yeah. This is about the awards which we have received from the Property Finder. So like in case of India, we got Magic Bricks and 99 and Makaan.com or whatever. So one of the number 1 property portal have awarded us number 1 community It's called Jabal Ali Village, and we are a number one agency. And that's the area I talked about. It has given higher returns. Yeah. Like I said, the shore, there are today 500 plus developers are into the market. We don't work with all. For us, client is more important. We feel and we tell to our team member that guys, if you can sell this product to your family members, then only sell to the customers. So that's the reason we don't work with 500, we work with 15, 20 developers only because we feel whatever I'll get, I need to sell it back. So which project or which unit at which price I can sell or rent it, I'll buy that unit only. Yeah. And these all are the top 10 developers you can see. These are some of the projects. And if you see one thing, you'll find it common. These are the top developers. Yeah. So whether you talk about the townhouse and villas, these are from the top 5 developers only we have sold it out. Yeah. Again, those elements from townhouse to apartments to villas. These are our happy clients. I'll spend 30 seconds on this slide. The top left customer, if you see in middle, she's Aarti Bagga. If you see in Google, she is the makeup artist for Nisha Ambani. She has been flown from Dubai when the wedding was there in 4 cities where they had different reception. She is our client. Here you also have client of CEO of Procter and Gamble. You can see her name is Sonali Dhawan. You have an employee of Google to the owner of a football academy to a business house. Again, Google employees, Cisco employees, the businessman from Canada, the CEO of an Egypt bank, the Dabur CEO, the famous personalities of businessmen here. Yeah, HP clients. These are a lot of Arab clients in this slides. These are our handover things which we have done for our clients. Like I said, we have bought the unit for them 3 years ago. Yeah, but then now even at the time of handover, we have handled their entire journey, including NOC and transfer and mortgage and those kind of things, including the bank loan. Yeah. These are some of again our happy clients from different geographies. This is the recent award we got. It's a signature award we got from Imtiaz. If you have seen in last 6 months, this is the developer who has sold the highest in Dubai, and we got a signature award for our association and performance with them. Yeah, I was unfortunately, I was not part of that because I was in Europe for family holidays. This is the partnership. I'm sure you know the Mr. Rizwan of Danube Properties. Yeah. These are our Google reviews. You can see that people have posted with our pictures. Yeah, wherein they said that this is the organization who works in your interest. So thank you, everyone, for the acknowledgement. Like I come from corporate, so for us, business is a byproduct, and that's what we believe in. A lot of those community activities. We keep doing this blood donation camp for the societies we serve. These are some of the sponsorship of cricket and those games we have done in Dubai. Again, this is our proud moment. This is the number one football club of Northeast. It's a women's team. In Indian Women League, they recently got concluded. They achieved at number 2 position. In the final, they got at number 2 position. So this is our honor. We are a principal sponsor for their journey, and it's an honor to meet those people. I have seen their journey and the background they come from Northeast. It's an honor to be part of their journey. Obviously, we have worked with those many developers across and all of those developers are the top class people here. Yeah. This is another opportunity for us. The audience band who cannot see, they visited Dubai for a performance and we were their logistic partners. So they have also come in Kapil Sharma show recently. Yeah. This is the school F1 championship we have supported as Shore member. So thank you, and it's an honor for us. These are some of the road shows we keep doing in India and other parts of the world. So these are some of the claims. Yeah. I keep telling to people that consider us as in your representative. Whether you come for property investment or visit of Dubai, reach out to us, including asking a question that Sunil, which hotel, which restaurant to visit. Feel free. Yeah, our journey is beyond real estate and beyond business. So consider us your representative, just sitting in this part of the world. That's all. Now we begin. These are our team members. I am being told that we have a lot of question answer aspects of vetting, and let me also invite and introduce Teddy. He's our sales and marketing director. Comes with a lot of ground practical experience of being into UAE real estate. Teddy, if you want to introduce yourself quickly.
Yes, sure. Thank you very much, Sunil. I'm Teddy, and I came to Dubai as everybody since long time. Like I came in 2004, and I started the journey in real estate since 2006. So I have seen all the market up and down. And again, I realized after all of this long time that we are living in a planet called Dubai. It is not a city. It is something different than any appreciation word we can say about Dubai. People coming here, making money, making business, and becoming really in different life. So welcome with us today. I really appreciate all of you that you attend our webinar, and thank you for Sunil as well.
Perfect. So let's thank you, Teddy. I'm sure I have seen your contribution and energy already. Let's understand. So we can take one by one questions. Team, let's shoot what the people are excited to understand more. You can put your questions, or if you have any thought process. In case you are visiting Dubai, please feel free to meet us. Yeah, we are. Our office is in the Greens community, Sheikh Road. We have a question from Moshmi Das ma'am. So Das ma'am looks like you are from West Bengal from the surname. What is good off plan or ready to move? So ma'am, good off plan mean the project which serve your purpose from the investment returns perspective. The typical returns we can feel is around 50 to 60% in 3 years. Like the calculation I shared on 1 CR, if you pay 50 lakhs in 3 years and if you sell at 1.3, so 30 lakhs gain over 50 lakhs investment, it's a 60% returns. So that's the typical, whatever examples and project name we shown 300 and 100% returns, those were the time when the things were growing after the COVID. But for today, the returns you can have a leverage of 60 and maybe if something very, very good than 100%. But when you think about the average return, consider 60% while doing your budgeting aspect. But once you have a little bit more inputs on the budget and the plans and timelines, our team can reach out to you maybe independently. They have a 20-30 minutes call. Even in case if you are ready now, please suggest us and we'll allocate one of our sales expert. They will reach out to you separately on Zoom call. But that's an average. So if you are looking purely from investment point of view and buy and sell, then off plan is a good choice because it gives you the lower investment, lower risk, and flexible payment plans. Yeah. So, but once you have more detail about how much money, what timelines, I think one of our team member can actually take you through the journey that these are the developer, this is the location, this is the project, price, size, and all. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
The next question for Teddy.
Yeah. Second question came and says, how much the maintenance cost of the properties? So normally it depends on what we have. If we have an apartment, it's completely different than we have a townhouse or a villa. So, and also it depends on the area. So normal service charges start for the apartments from 13 dirham and above. It depends on the area and it depends on the developer definitely. And for the service charge of the townhouses and the villas are a little more cheaper than the apartments. So started from, let's say, 2.6 dirham per square feet, and it goes up to 5 or 6 dirham per square feet. So it is different. The maintenance charge always different between the apartments and between the villas.
Sure. Absolutely. Mr. Ali, a strong message in a market as competitive as Dubai. Trust and understanding the client really do make a difference. Service and understanding especially stood out to me. Great perspective. Thank you, Mr. Ali. I think you have joined from LinkedIn. If you see the journey, and like I worked with Tata Group for 4+ years, and importantly, I worked in HR as a human resources. That's what is taught to us. that don't work for sales. So our industry is not a sales industry. Our industry is a service industry. Yeah, that's where you keep the customer as a perspective. Yeah. And when I have seen outside around 6-7 years ago the real estate industry, what I felt is very strong chunk of the real estate agency as a player. They were keeping agency first, that which developer give them more value. So I said no, this is not a sustainable journey. You can sell the client one time, but then you will lose it if you don't take care of his interest. And that's where 90+% of our clients are repeat, and that's what the we see the connect with us is a responsibility. We don't take it as an opportunity. It's a responsibility, it's an accountability to do justice to your time, your money, and your purpose. Yeah. And now, like I said, we've reached to a level wherein people simply say that, Sunil, 1 million we need to invest in 6 months. This is the timeline it will come, or 2 million I'm sending you in this way. You suggest. So we reached to a level sometime when obviously we all live in an age of social media. Everything looks bright and better on in the reels and Insta. Yeah? So that's where when people come with suggestion that, Sunil, 5 projects I have shortlisted, out of 5, maybe 3 or 4 I say no. And that's where I think people come back to you that Sunil is the person, he will work in client's interest, and that's what differentiate little bit. So we are not a big company, it's a 25-member team, still a small dot, but we enjoy that responsibility, we enjoy that trust, and it's been a blessed journey till now. Yeah. Mr. Santosh, what are the requirements for mortgage for self-employed Indian residents? Okay. Small connect. So very good question. We keep encountering it also multiple times. So like I said, unlike in India, so whenever I visit, so every 3 months we have a road show. Yeah, we keep visiting some cities. So whenever the new projects, I see that, okay, there is a Punjab National Bank, HDFC, SBI, all these banks are ready to fund. In case of Dubai, they are very clear that the mortgage will be only on the ready property. Yeah. So now for residents, like in case of me, I can take 80% of the property value as a mortgage. For Indian, like you are treated as a non-resident for the moment. So in your case, 50 to 60%. So suppose you the ready property you are buying at 1 CR as a value, you can take 50 to 60 lakhs, depending obviously on your financial background and all those things. And then remaining you will need to contribute. So that's around 60% contribution comes from the bank, 40% plus there is a 4% registration charges, plus you will buy the ready property, which means you are buying from somebody else, which means 2% agency fees. So your contribution will be 46%. The bank will give you around 60%. Your bank sitting in India, they will not fund you for overseas property. So only the banks who are like you have Bank of Baroda, State Bank, whatever banks are here, and including all other banks of this part of the world, whether the local government bank or Standard Chartered, HSBC, everybody will fund you. But these are the range, 60% and 80% for residents. Yeah. Teddy, if you want to try how to identify that deal.
How to identify the deal is not scam while buying from abroad, especially when buying distressed deals. This question is really nice because there is a lot of things we need to take care about it while we are buying abroad. First of all, you need to be understanding that the person you are in contact with them is a RERA certified agent, which he has the license of selling the real estates in Dubai, which is easily you can go for download the application which you call Dubai Rest, put the name for this agent, search about him, and you will find his name is there with his RERA number, which is very important to understand with whom you're working with. This is number one. Secondly, once you buy a property from secondary market owner, if you are an agent who's dealing with you, he should share with you all the required documents to prove that the owner is here and he's doing all the right job. So you need to have the title deed, which is the proof of ownership of the property. You need to have the passport copy and Emirates ID if he's here in Dubai. And also nowadays is different than before. I mean back to 2008 and 7 and 6. Now we are very organized in terms of doing the deals because everything is online through the Dubai Land Department, through the Dubai Rest. So you will have everything coming to you directly from Dubai REST application, which is if you buy, you will get something called Form B, and you have to read the terms and conditions very well. Then you sign it, and then you will get later on the contract after definitely Form A, which is has been signed from the seller himself. And then once you receive the Form F, which we call it the contract, the sales contract, need to review all the terms and conditions. These kind of forms, which come from Dubai Land Department, which come as a message in your mobile, as an email, and also as a WhatsApp, these kind of messages, there is no scam on it. So you need to be very carefully first with the people you are dealing with as an agent registered, and then you need to take care about all the documents you have, and then once it reaches to the systematic generating forms, you are safe.
True. So I think, like I said, guys, our Teddy is a very, very detailed-oriented guy. He will take you into every detail. But to summarize, while buying from abroad, see, in case of Dubai, everything is so transparent here. Everything is digitized. It comes to you. You can ask the title deed. So these are the various modes and means are available. But most important thing which I feel is the trust and the connect with that real estate person, like Teddy said, the RERA and those kind of elements. Always connect with the whosoever agency you are buying in. Connect with the person in Google Meet. Understand the different aspects. Every title deed has a barcode. You can get it checked, the ownership details. So 99% time it will not be a 99.99% will not be a scam. And the last thing which you need to remember, like Teddy also said, the transfer here happens in the trustee office, and the trustee office is controlled by the UAE people, the UAE leaders, the UAE government nominated trustee advisors and people, and then the central team approves the transactions. And on the day of transfer only, you need to pay all the money. There is no money. Suppose if you done a deal of 1 million or 10 million, whatever, the entire money goes on the day of transfer. You don't need to pay any money as a buyer in advance. Yeah. So that's the only thing you need to, because the money should not go before, it goes on, and that too, it goes in the name of owner, which the name is there in the title deed, and you give the check also to the trustee officer, yeah, not to anybody else. So I think these are small things. So you need to, instead of remembering 100 things for doing the deal in Dubai, just remember one name: Sure Real Estate. Yeah. How to decide between India? Santosh sir, like I said, in case of Indian context, if I give an example, so at the country level, you have an DLF, Godrej, Tatas. At your city level, suppose if you are from South India and in Bangalore, you have a developer A, B, C. Yeah. So both the set of developers are good. But when you go to DEF in country level or city level, then I think there is a problem. Yeah. So that's what I would say. We will not say who is good and who is bad on this kind of platform, but always see the history. Most importantly, work with a trusted real estate agency who works in your interest. Yeah, because if you go to, for example, Imtiaz, they will say everything good about them. If you go to Danube, they will say everything good about them. When you go to Samana, everything is good about Samana. When you come with an agency like us, for us, Santosh sir's purpose and budget is more important. We'll say, okay, for you, these are out of 500 developers, these are 5 developers. Out of 5 developers, these are 3 projects. Yeah. So I think instead of developers, sir, let's focus more on your purpose, why you want to do the way you want to do, and what are the timelines and budget. So I think that's what we'll say. Out of these, we may have some different names, but the main important thing is the purpose. Yeah. Moshmi ma'am, again, I think I answered your first question. Good for investment, ma'am. Again, like I said, we work with, and here, okay, let me give you another perspective. In Dubai, you have a government developer and you have private developers. If I am there at you, ma'am, I will prefer government developers or the top 3 developer of a particular locality. So suppose if you are from Kolkata, you may not have a DLF, but you may have a top 3 developer of Kolkata. Yeah. So DLF is good for DLF region, but you still have top 3 developers which are good for you. So coming back to you, we can have a different, better value propositions for you. Yeah, that's what I would say. I will not say anything here on social media. John, this is for you. Teddy.
Is the road district still a good investment? Prices are quite high. Do you think we can still have ROI despite the high prices as compared with the other projects with the price of 1 million and 1.1 million for one bedroom? John, to be honest, road district is a very high level project. It's not a normal project. We are talking about something looks like a compound. It is not like one building in the street alone. So definitely, if you are buying 1.1 million, you bought the amenities which is inside the buildings. And exactly, this is what it happens once you come and rent your property. So now today is very, very different prices you'll see with the normal, let's say, one building inside the compound, such as Amar, like Dubai Hills, and different outside, exactly in Arjan, opposite side. Both of them is completely different prices, but still people go and buy and rent 120 and 130,000 rent inside Dubai Hills because it's a compound. While the other opposite area, it is very slow, like let's say it's around 70 or 75,000 dirham for one bedroom. So in terms of the ROI, for your question, I believe Road District is very nice projects. And Imtiaz developer is very nice in very high quality, delivering a very high quality buildings and amenities, which is 100% it will give in a near future a very good ROI.
Absolutely. See, what Teddy has said is, so Imtiaz is not preparing MG or Honda in automotive context. Yeah? They are doing only BMW kind of projects. I'm just connecting you to what Teddy said. So, though, like you said, it's a little expensive, but for sure, BMW will provide that experience and value in time to come. Yeah. John, okay, Teddy, you want to answer him?
Yeah.
As you started.
Give me three options for one bedroom. I'm interested to invest with a budget of 1.1 with good payment plan. We can give John. You just ask for Imtiaz, and definitely we recommend Imtiaz one of these options. And also there is a couple of other options which we can offer, which is in Al Wasl village, which is really very good option. And all our clients who bought there, they are very happy with what is happening inside the area. And there is another projects I believe we can go for Amar and Dubai House, which is really booming. From time to time, they announce for it. So this is the different three option I can give you: 1.1 million to 1 million. Sometimes it will go a little more, but sometimes you will find it the same price you are asking. But these three one I given is some with the which is the best options we can say in the market. Most of them they are all trusted developer.
John, I think okay. Also another question. So what looks like you are aware about the Road District and Imtiaz. Do you think it is best to invest Dubai or options? Please mention. So what we can do, John, is Teddy have his active team member. The good thing is you are aware about the value proposition. So it becomes a little more easier. So we can tailor the discussion for you itself. So in case you are available in next 10-15 minutes, maybe one of our team member can join you on the Zoom call, and we'll have a detailed plan, your specific discussion. And I think if you see our last webinar recording, we had the 3 clients joined after one-on-one, after the webinar one-on-one discussions, and out of 3, 2 decided on the same hour to conclude it. So I think this is what the confidence we bring on the table, that guys, you may be confused while seeing the social media, everything looks so wow, so happy and energetic. Yeah, but then we are the people who would say, if 5 options you suggest, we will say that 3 are not suiting to your purpose. We'll give you the reasons why we are saying no. And then whatever 2 we suggest, we'll also tell you that do your own due diligence. If you have your friends here in Dubai, revalidate with them. If you want your friends to come with us, we'll take them to the site. So we are sure. Like I said, when we are sure at our end, then only we comes to and take the journey and responsibility for your investment. So perfectly fine. Dubai or Abu Dhabi, our purpose needs to be clear that what is the purpose. If it's an investment return, then we'll discuss. If you are relocating, then we'll discuss, because you have given a one filter which is 1 to 1.1 million. We'll still try to be a little bit here and there. But if you have a time, please suggest us here, and we'll get you one dedicated sales team member. Yeah. Santosh sir, where can we see the RERA details? Okay. So the website which we have suggested, I'll ask our team to rewrite the details again. You just need to put the project name. You will see that the entire detail, when it is started, what is the percentage completion now, what is the expected completion timelines, everything. This is the beauty, and that's why, like I said, in addition to the qualitative aspects of the project and the returns it extends, yeah, Dubai government has built that confidence in the investor that wherever part of the world you are sitting, in Antarctica or Jammu Kashmir, you can see the online status. And when you see that kind of transparency, for sure people believe it. Yeah. If there are construction issues, so like sir, we covered in one of the slides that and from the completion date until 12 months, there is a developer's guarantee to manage all the issues, and it covers under DLP, defect liability period. But going forward, so like in case of India, every building has its own the society to take care of their entire service charges. So the service charges which are taken from you as an owner, and that's what Teddy said, starting from around 13 dirham for apartment category, those are used to, so that there is a body which is functional for every project, and that body takes care of the entire management and logistical aspect. So everything is, so Dubai is active for last 50 years, so everything is in place. Yeah. Mosmi ma'am, you are the first one who started the question. So thank you for still being and believing in us. Who are the best developers? This is what we tell. Like I said, again, the developer, if a developer like Emaar has 10 projects, out of 10 which suits to your purpose, that is more important. Yeah. So like you come from Kolkata, right? In case. Yeah? So in India, if there are 10 best places to visit, yeah, but then some places are visit in winter time, some are good to visit in summertime. So that due diligence is needed. So that's where we represent your purpose. So feel free, you can keep asking a lot of questions. If you have a time and if you are planning to invest very quickly, suggest us. We'll also arrange a one dedicated one-to-one video call with you specifically, and we'll manage your all the questions. No problem. Teddy, this is for you.
Okay. When we buy property worth 400K, will be eligible for 2 years investor visa. What other things he or she can do in terms of work, business, or yes, okay. So as Sunil has mentioned in the webinar, that before the property visa was started from 750, but with the new law, which is just 1 or 2 months back, they have opened it for everybody. The 400,000 dirham, yes, you can definitely, if there is a property in 400,000, you can get the visa on it, which is the investor visa, not the golden visa, which is almost is a 2 years visa, and you will be eligible for these 2 years, and you can put also your kids, your wife, whatever you have. And this is, to be honest, if it is you have joint venture inside the apartment, like let's say you have somebody else, you need to put their name, like a husband, wife, whatever. You need to have each of you 400,000 dirham. So it will be a little more. But in your question, 400K, yes, if you invest in 400K with a studio, let's say, yes, you can get the visa. Absolutely.
So, yeah. Satish Kataria, sir. Kataria surname comes from Rajasthan, so I'm not sure because I'm from Rajasthan, so maybe. But if I have budget of 1 million dirhams and looking at option that I can get rental return around 11%. Sir, looks like you are connecting 1 and 11. It's a good connection. But let me be honest. Sir, when you think about investing and putting the property in a short-term rentals like Airbnb and holiday homes, then those kind of returns are available between 10 to 12, 14%. But when you're putting it on long-term lease, then sir, it's a 6%. Whatever advertisements you see on guaranteed returns of 10% and all those things, like in Rajasthan, we have a saying that if they are giving you returns higher than which is practically possible, which means they are taking your money and giving back to you. Yeah. So do not fall for those advertisements and schemes. On the practical element, and like I said, our name is Sure. So we are known for being trusted advisor to you. Two tracks, long-term lease 5, 6, 7%. The short-term holiday homes tracks 10, 12%. Yeah. Short-term holiday homes comes with the logistic management. There are companies who manage your homes. It's possible, but depends on your priorities and plans. You can manage it. We do support on all the transactions. Yeah. Jatin was from Teddy.
Okay, so also, what is the right now fast growing area in Dubai where property appreciation will come? Definitely, once this question come to my mind, it jump immediately for Dubai South as number one because of Al Maktoum Airport, which is come very soon in 2030. And definitely, as we have mentioned in our webinar, not only Dubai South, we have in Al Furjan West, which is Al Furjan, sorry, Mruj Al Furjan, which is really people has made a lot of good capital appreciation, as well as Maidan and Dubai Land, and definitely Maritime City. Maritime City because it is very near to, it is almost beachfront. So the prices there is really competitive, and people who bought 2-3 years back or 2 years back, today they are making a very good capital appreciation. So this is what I can say. These 5 areas, which is it can be making very good impact in the future.
Sunil, sir, your name and my name is same, so I need to answer your question. Could you please explain how off-plan property buying will qualify for? Okay. Good question, sir. Let me also connect you here with the average property prices. Yeah, so the studio apartment is around, I would say, 1.1, 1.2 CR, around 450,000. That's the studio apartment price. 1-bedroom apartment, and here additional important thing is whatever sizes we say, it's a net sizes. So for studio, initially we used to have one slide, and I'll ask my team to bring in again next time, that studio around 350 to 400 square feet of size, and these are net size, not the super built up and built up. Here everything is the net sizes, and the price is around 450,000 to 550,000. 1-bedroom is around 700 to 800 square feet net internal sizes. The price is around 1 to 1.2 million depending on here and there. 2-bedroom is around 1200 to 1500 square feet. The price is around 1.6 to 2 million dirham. The 3-bedroom is around the 1800 size. Price is 2.5 to 3 million. So these are the approximate prices. Yeah? Just to give you an idea, and the sizes, whatever size you see anywhere, it's a net size. Now coming back to the Golden Visa aspect, when you buy a property, suppose you buy a property of 2 million dirham. I have my favorite project, and I'll ask my team to write it here. Boulevard Park by Wasal. And let's talk about a real example. So there, the 2-bedroom apartment is 1.9 million to 2.2 million. But for Golden Visa, we need a 2 million dirham as a price. So let's buy a unit which is of 2 million dirham. Now the payment plan here is 60-40, and the timeline is 4 years. So which meaning 4 years, 60% will go. The booking amount is 10%. 2 million, 10%, 200,000 you paid. Then you pay the DLD, Dubai Land Department, 4% registration charges, which means around 80,000. So 280,000 you paid. We get a 1 week to 2 week time to pay this amount. Once you pay this amount, in a 3 to 4 weeks of time, you get your title deed. So in 1 week you pay 280,000. In another 3-4 weeks you get your title deed. Once you get a title deed, you need to come to Dubai first time to be physically present, because it involves your medical examination, fingerprinting, and biometrics. You need to be in the country for 4-5 days. Normally it comes on, like recently last week we had a customer from Hong Kong, Indian customer from Hong Kong. He came 4 days. We got him the Golden Visa. He flew back. But timelines: 1 week to book your unit, pay the amount. If you have the money to pay at one go, we can pay, so it can even fast track. Typically 1 month to get the title deed, then 1 week to get your golden visa, then you can invite your family member. They will also need to be in the country for 3, 4, 5 days. Once you get all family members golden visa, then it's done. For next 10 years, you will have a golden visa, no issue of staying 1 year, 1 day, or 180 days, irrespective. Whenever you want to come to Dubai, just get up from the bed on the way to airport, book the ticket. You have a golden visa, come back. What are the advantages? A lot of time people ask is there special advantages? Uh, uh, Obviously, you get a lot of time, some kind of in preferential aspects of business and a lot of those opportunities. But I'll give you a real time example. When it was a COVID time, only golden visa holders people were allowed to enter and they were allowed to do lot many things. So these are the things, because people, Dubai says, we have given you golden visa, you are our people. Yeah, that's the way they lay a red carpet for you. Yeah. So to repeat, 2 million dirhams should be the property value. The project name which I given, it's my favorite. And why it is favorite? It's a government developer. In Dubai, whatever the government developers are, they are done superbly well. So government developer, it's near IKEA, 300 meters from IKEA. It is on the park. So 700-meter long park. This is how the project looks like. These are the 5 clusters of building. This is the 700 meters. Ground floor is retail chain. Once you come from the retail, you are on cycle track, jogging track, and park start. So you don't need to even cross the road. It's a 10-meter away from your building. 700-meter long, ready park. We have a video. I'll ask my team to share it to everyone here. My favorite project. So 300-meter IKEA, 400-meter temple, only temple in Dubai, and 300 meters the energy metro station, the active metro station. So government developer, ready project on the park, 4 years of timelines to pay. It qualifies you for golden visa and the nearby ecosystem. And the property which I for myself, it's 500 meters. So I'll also take care of your property on daily basis. So very, very good project. Yeah. Taxation element, let me answer, Teddy. What are the tax for buying property in UAE by Indian residing in India, not NRI? Okay. So, Sunil sir, what happens is a lot of people, yeah, 80% of the people, what they do when they buy the property, uh, whatever the rental return, suppose it comes, yeah, they will reinvest that money, or they will show it as a maintenance cost, and there are a lot of ways to manage this. Suppose if you are buying and selling that property, and so if you are reinvesting that capital gain, yeah, then obviously it will be treated in the same periphery of the Indian governance aspect. But then again, a lot of people show that this is what they have paid to agency, this is what they have paid to consultancy. So we work with 30 plus small to medium business houses who have a turnover from 500 CR to 2000 CR. So we have seen a lot of ways and the mix to manage those elements. So no worries at all. Yeah. Teddy, this is your question.
Okay. What considered the best and long-term investment for expertise in Dubai, and what is the recommended budget for the profitable ROI? To be honest, investment for long term, I love to buy from. I can recommend it as well. You buy now for the off plan, and later on you can sell with the capital appreciation. But in your question, you have mentioned the ROI, which is completely different than the capital appreciation. So you need to buy today and rent tomorrow to get the ROI. There is prime locations. Again, we have mentioned 5 areas, and there is another areas, but this is what we are recommended from our side, which it can give you the perfect ROI. The budget, it depends on your budget, definitely, and I can offer you a lot of things, but depends on your budget. We can accordingly work on it, and we'll let you know exactly the ROI. If you're free for a talk after the webinar, definitely I can explain more.
Oh. Any more questions? We have from Ramesh sir. Please tell us good option to buy for villa with the price of 3 million. Ramesh sir, your name is not able to indicate from which part of India you are, because in Rajasthan also you have Ramesh, in a lot of other parts of the world also you have Ramesh. So even including southern India. But coming back to buy a villa, sir, we have an option. to buy villa or townhouse at 3 million price. Typically, what happens here is the plot size starts from around 1800, 2000 square feet to around 2500 square feet. So that's the plot size. The built up for 3 bedroom is around 2200 to 2900 square feet. So that's the plot and then built up. Here, typical structure is ground plus first floor. So all the rooms or 3 rooms are on first floor. On ground floor, you have about the kitchen, the living area, the parking, the guest washroom, the laundry room, maid's room, and then the garden backside. So that's a typical structure. On first floor, you have. What are the timelines you are looking for? What is the purpose? If it's an off plan you want to buy, then there are 2, 3, 4 options. If you want to buy ready, then we can discuss about the options. But depending on your plan and purpose, and if you have some more time after this conversation, we can connect with you separately. There is another follow-up question. Also, off plan a good investment or should be ready? What will happen? Some will buy, will delay the construction. How about conflicts? No more missiles too, because this will. Ramesh sir, are you from South India? Because the kind of knowledge you are putting it here, and you already put a word like 3 million, because a lot of South Indian people are connected to their family or distant family members in India. So looks like you are from south of India. But coming back to your question, sir, if I am at your place, like I said, 70% of people are investing in under construction for simple reason. Right now, the payment plan is quite flexible. Prices are very nominal. And as an investor, if you invest low, it gives you the higher returns. Yeah. So off plan should be the strategy. If any delay the construction happen, like I said, 6 to 12 months is given from the DLD perspective. But normally developer may not delay long. The reason is because it's in the payment plan, like 50-50. So the remaining 50% will come to the developer when they hand over the key to you. So it's in their interest to give you the key and hand over quickly so that they get balance money, because initial 50% which you paid, 30% is with the bank. So they got only 20%. With the 20% money, they needed to construct 100% of the project. So it's in their interest logically to hand over quickly and claim balance 50%. But still, it's a construction project. Sometimes delay happens, but maximum 12 months only. And the last is conflict. Sir, for last 3 months, there are no missiles on Dubai. There has been missiles on other neighbors. Like I said, Dubai is a business city. They have been the biggest supporter to the country Iran. So I'm sure there is a good amount of understanding already now. So nothing is going to happen. Like I said, a month ago, we have invested being into shore real estate. We have bought in commercial space around 1900 square feet for our office. So rest assured, like I said, this is the time the residents are investing in Dubai, which means they feel that because they are getting some flexibility in payment plan, prices are little favorable. So it's an opportunity time, not the thinking time. It's a time, let's go ahead. Only filter is choose a good real estate agency who work in your interest. Like I said, developer, location, project, and some fine prints of the property itself. Yeah. I think Teddy was handling question from Jatin.
Okay, so is the budget 800K? What should we buy? 1 bedroom in high rise or hometown duplex in community? Which is the best? To be honest, Janine, the 800,000, you can't buy a duplex in any community in Dubai. I believe 800, you can buy one of these secondary market old buildings in some areas such as JVC, Arjan. There is plenty of areas, but you can't buy a duplex in community. It's a bit difficult nowadays. But again, if you're free after, we can be in touch and we discuss everything. We are aware about all the areas in secondary and old land.
Oh. Same sir, our Dubai production city, Dubai Lane, a good person. Same sir, like we keep saying the areas, like suppose if you are from Bangalore, for example, yeah. So in the Bangalore, the main city will be expensive, and then the area which are around 10, 15, 30 kilometers are little at cost effective, but then they may have a good product, good prospect. So yes, the Dubai land and Dubai production city are the good area. They have a potential because right now the price per square feet and the average price is quite low, and that's what it gives you the value in coming future. So yes, only thing is the recipe mix, good developer. So start from there. Yeah, area is good, no problem. Again, like Teddy keeps saying, if you have a time, suggest us here. We'll allocate you a dedicated sales member who will understand your purpose and plan and will take it ahead. Kataria sir, like I said, you're from, looks like from Rajasthan, so I'll answer your question. I'm from Rajasthan. With a budget of 1 million with 800 mortgage, will give better return. Also suggest in the range as per the above funds. Okay. So sir, you are saying that 1 million of cash and 800 mortgage, which means around 1.8 if I consider. Sir, if I am at your place, yeah, I'll buy commercial these days. The reason is very simple. In Dubai, if you see the data of last 3 years, residential rental return has been from 6, 7, 8%, but commercial rental return appreciation year on year has been 20%. Year on year appreciation. I'm not saying the net the returns. Suppose if a property was rented at 100,000, next year it was rented at 120,000. So that delta year on year rental amount I'm talking about, which means there is a shortage of commercial places in Dubai. So as you are an investor and you are open for commercial, commercial looks to be a good bet. Suggest us what are your timelines. Rental will also come better from commercial. The capital appreciation will also come better from a commercial. Obviously, the commercial prices are high. So suppose one bedroom apartment will come at around 1.1 to 1.5 million. Commercial will come minimum at around 1.8 to 2 million. Now, what you are also saying is 800 mortgage, which means you are talking about the ready property. Yeah, ready commercial options is about 20-year-old buildings. Yeah, you do not have any fresh commercial options in last 3, 4, 5 years. So okay, Punjab. Sir, no problem. It's still an honor for me. I have been to Chandigarh for property shows and all. So coming back, in case your main purpose is the returns, yeah, then let's talk about the good off plan. And if you have 1 million as a cash, then I would suggest you let's put some amount in commercial, some amount in residential as an off plan, because at the end the investment should look good in Excel sheet. So can you suggest some proper good return, also long-term capital appreciation? Yes. So there are good commercial as well as residential. Like I said, Vasal Boulevard Park, some of the commercial off-plan opportunities in Arjan as well as in Dubai South. Commercial are little expensive. They will start from around 1.8 million to 2 million kind of a price point, but they are in the off-plan. If your purpose is how to make money from money, then we would suggest you off plan. If you feel that, Sunil, I just want to park my money and 5, 6, 7% is good, then it's fine. We can put entire money because when you said 800 is a mortgage, it needs to be then ready property. But if you have 1 million as a cash, then we would suggest you put into 2 off-plan projects, one commercial, one residential, but choose good projects. So basis of your plan, sir, we can check it. Another follow-up connect is, does it make sense to invest in student housing as education industry is growing? Sir, it's a new concept which has come up, academic city and near Dubai Silicon Oasis kind of an area. People are using it as an kind of an card to attract and convince people. But sir, I would still advise that if it's your first investment in Dubai, focus on the tried and tested thing. If it's more than 5, 6 properties already, then I would put your money as an experiment basis. Yeah? Like we put in mutual funds, right? In some area, we'll put in aggressive elements, some in steady state return kind of thing. So if your first to second kind of an investment, let's go with the commercial or residential in good developer, good project. If it's more than 4, 5 properties over a period of 1 to 2 years, then we'll do experiments. That's what I would pitch in. Yeah. Same, sir. From DLD, are there VAT charges for rental agreement as well as there are? Okay. So the DLD charges are only while doing the sale and buying transactions. So it's always buyer pays 4%. So nothing for rental. So VAT charges are there only as a fees, not as an entire DLD amount. So for example, if it's a commercial property. Yeah, so for commercial property, if you buy, there is 5% rental, 5% is the VAT charges, nothing on the residential category. So see the concept here. For VAT is excluded on essential things. So there is no VAT on insurance, medical, education, residential. Yeah. So see the government, whatever is your basic necessity for life, there is no VAT amount on that. Yeah. Teddy, this is your question.
Next one asking what may be the difference between a ready position property price and the off-plan price, and how much capital appreciation can be expected in the ready to move in properties. Okay, I understand your question very well, but let me go through small story, which is I love it. For the capital appreciation, definitely the off-plan properties has more capital and appreciation than the ready properties. Why? Because today you are buying an off-plan while the community and area is not that developed, and once it comes to the handover, you'll find most of the project beside you has been completed, so the capital appreciation will be high. So most of the off-plan project, they can easily make a capital appreciation about 20 up to 30, 50, 60%, even 80%. For the ready, for the off-plan again, you are investing, you put in your money slowly. Like let's say if it is the down payment is 20% plus the DLD, and slowly you pay till the handover, which is 50%, and in handover you pay the rest of the 50%. So, and then you can sell after that, you'll find the capital appreciation got high. So whatever you will get as a capital appreciation, it will be divided on how much you paid, not the total money of the property. Completely different once we come for the ready property. Ready property, you have to pay immediately the full amount of the price of the property, which is definitely the capital. It will not say a capital appreciation, it will say it as ROI, because now it is going slowly up. The difference between both, in the off-plan again, you're paying less until you reach to the handover, but in the ready property, you pay the full amount, and after 1 or 2 years, the increment, it will gonna be from 7-8% to goes up to 30%.
Yeah, true. So Nixon sir, just to summarize in one line what Teddy said, in case of off-plan properties, on an average over a period of 3 years, you can expect 60 to 80%, and in capital gain from ready properties, you can expect around 5-7% year on year, so around 15 to 20% in 3 years. So 20% here, 60 to 80% here, but then the cost is here you paid 100% money in one go, and you expected or you got only 5-7% capital gain. Obviously, you also get 5-6% of rental returns. So if you connect your 10% per annum rental plus capital gain into 3, so 30%, but over an investment of 100%. Here you got 60 to 80% over an investment, maybe 50%, that too over a period of time in 3 years. So in Excel sheet, off-plan looks much better, but again depends on money. The purpose is good looking on Excel sheet or parking the money, and basis of that we can be part of it. Jatin sir is from Teddy side. Okay.
Okay, so what if the project get delayed, or where we have invested in, if we go off plan from timeline? Because here in India, developers they pay compensation as per rule. But what happens in Dubai? Okay, because I am sure projects delayed a major issue, even where which I saw in India as well. I believe Sunil will be more easier to understand what's happening in India. I know what exactly happening in Dubai, but let's keep it for Sunil. I can answer the part of Dubai, but let's keep it for Sunil. We'll answer both of them, because the delay here is not like what you think. Go, Sunil.
Jatin sir, I understood your perspective. You have a point. See, I gave my own example. It's a Lotus 3C Arena. As one is a project name. It's been 12 years. I did not get any money or even the delivery. But here the maximum timeline is 6 to 12 months. The developer is obligated to pay back as an interest amount to the buyer. So that is one thing. Here, sir, let's understand the ecosystem. Like I said, if the payment plan is 50-50, first 30% money is not with the developer. It's with the government controlled bank account. So what developer got out of 50%? Only 20%. Now, what is on the stake? 80% of the money 30% in the bank account and 50% which buyer has not paid. When developer will get? When developer gives the handover. So it's in a way pressure to the developer to hand over the project with minimum delay because he's 80% stuck. So here the honor is on the developer to deliver it on the time with the quality. So that's a aspect. That's a framework. But yes, there are on practical side the delay happens. On an average, sir, we would say 1, 2, 3 months as an average, maybe 6 months in some cases, maybe 12 months in very, very minor cases, but it cannot go beyond because there is a penalty and 80% payment developer still did not receive. So in a way, developer is pressurized. So because like I said, in Dubai, in Noida, whatever happened to me, nobody is bothered. Yeah, for the Lotus 3C project. But here, if the project get delayed, government feels that it's a dent on the brand name of Dubai. So typically, that's why those frameworks are there, which is forced or enforced for a developer to deliver project. So yeah. Any next question? Harish sir, okay. Sir, from Punjab, you are from Chandigarh side because I have my mentor. He stays in Chandigarh. My best friend Varpal Singh Randhawa, he stays in Chandigarh. He also has gone now to Canada side. So yeah, I have been to Chandigarh for the wedding of his sister. But any more questions? Shin? Sahid sir, thank you. The webinar was nice. Thank you so much, everyone. I keep telling to my team that Ashish sir, thank you so much. I keep telling to my team that the biggest gift anybody can give us is their time. And thank you so much. You have been with us for now 110 plus minutes. It shows a lot for us. And once again, I'll repeat, for whatever purpose you come to Dubai or your friends come to Dubai, irrespective of real estate, please feel free to reach out to us, our team, contact number. Please follow us. They can even ask us that, Sunil, like I said, what restaurant, which hotel, which places we should visit. We are coming here from making an itinerary to everything will help them for finding an Indian or South Indian or Punjabi restaurant. Please follow us on this social media. We have our Insta handle for Sure Real Estate. Please follow us. You will keep seeing a lot of those upcoming developments. And this is what our punchline is there, which we say is built on trust and perfected with excellence. So thank you once again. Once again, a very happy Independence Day and have a good evening ahead. Thank you and namaste.